How Kate Middleton handled the fallout from her split with Prince William is a story full of unexpected turns, from wild nights on the town and earning a cheeky new moniker with her sister Pippa, to early morning rowing challenges that tested her resolve. Catherine, fondly known as Kate Middleton among her friends, first locked eyes with William at the University of St. Andrews back in 2001. A full decade later, the same woman was seen gliding down the aisle at Westminster Abbey, ready to become a royal bride. Their romance, often hailed as a modern fairy tale, was not without its share of stumbles along the way. In fact, the couple, now aged 42 and 43 respectively, actually broke up not once but twice during a 10-year whirlwind courtship. The first split came soon after the public first learned of their relationship in 2004. Amid pictures of them enjoying a dreamy ski holiday in Switzerland, the pressure on William to announce his marriage plans grew heavier, especially since he was only 21 at the time. With graduation looming in just a year, the young prince felt trapped and opted for a boys-only sailing trip to Greece, a trip that, according to a well-known royal historian, featured an all-female crew on his yacht. In an article a few years later, this same historian mentioned that Kate was less than impressed, and the couple parted ways. It didn't take long for regrets to settle in, and by the end of that year, William and Kate had mended their fractured bond. After spending 4 years at the renowned Scottish University, both emerged with upper second-class degrees, William in geography and Kate in history of art. A family-released photo captured them embracing on their graduation day, June 23, 2005, even though they hadn't appeared together at the actual ceremony. After nearly 5 years of dating, the distance became an issue when William was assigned to Dorset for a 2.5-month tank commander's course. While Kate managed the separation, she took offense when William chose London parties over spending quality time together. In March 2007, the media buzzed with reports of William being seen flirting and dancing with another woman on a typical lad's night out at an upscale nightclub in South Kensington. The tension was palpable as the pair made an appearance at the Cheltenham Festival in matching tweed outfits. Kate kept her distance behind dark glasses, while William moved ahead with a swagger. Seeking guidance from his family, Prince Philip urged William to decide once and for all about marriage, while Charles, still scarred by his own very public divorce, advised taking things slowly, a sentiment echoed by a respected royal biographer. But the situation took a dramatic turn when paparazzi snapped images of William's wild, drunken behavior at a Bournemouth nightclub, where he was seen with 2 local girls. One 19-year-old student even claimed that the prince was touchy, feely, and quite pissed, as described by that same biographer. In a final bid to rescue their bond, Kate issued an ultimatum: either William committed entirely to their relationship or it would be over. At 24, William, deeply attached to his army lifestyle, revealed that he wasn't ready for marriage until perhaps he was 28 or even 30. With talks of potential matches for a wedding and China cups being prepped for a royal engagement, his fears grew too overwhelming. In April 2007, the decision was made to part ways once again, a split that occurred exactly 18 years ago this month. Heartbroken, Kate was granted a week off from her job as a children's accessories buyer at a well-known high street brand. Instead of succumbing to tears, she plunged into activities to keep herself occupied. No sooner had the split happened than Kate's mother, Carol Middleton, whisked her off to Ireland to support a family friend's private art exhibit. Together, they absorbed every detail of the paintings, joined a bubbly champagne reception, and later explored the treasures of the National Gallery of Ireland, each moment a balm to her wounded heart. Meanwhile, William chose to mark the end of their relationship in his own way, a wild night at his favorite Polynesian-themed bar in Mayfair. There, he leaped onto a table, exclaiming his newfound freedom, and news of their breakup hit the headlines the very next day. Kate, not one to be left behind, began frequenting many of the spots where she had once shared nights out with William. Just 5 days after the prince was seen dancing wildly at that bar, Kate was spotted enjoying herself at the same bustling venue. Before long, her sister Pippa, fresh out of university and moving into Kate's Chelsea flat, joined her on the London social scene. Both, sporting a sun-kissed glow and perfectly styled hair, graced a series of upscale events. Now free from the expectations of being linked to a prince, Kate eagerly accepted a flood of invitations. She was seen at a swanky reception hosted by a luxury jeweler for a book launch, and even at a film party celebrating a quirky tale about women fixated on an unusual sex toy. As one royal biographer noted, it seemed that whatever William did, Kate could outdo him. During that season, the Middleton sisters topped a prestigious invitation list and quickly earned the playful nickname the Wisteria Sisters, a nod to their decorative charm, sweet allure, and their unstoppable climb in social circles. Not stopping at the party scene, Kate also joined a charity challenge with an all-female dragon boat crew known as the Sisterhood. These 21 determined girls, described as a group of talented, fit, and striking athletes, aimed to row across the channel to raise funds for children's hospices. Training started at 6:30 in the morning along the Thames, and Kate, introduced by an old-school friend, threw herself into the challenge with all her heart. One fellow rower recalled a phone conversation back in April, right after Kate and William split, when she said she needed to find something for herself. The coach was firm. Kate could only join if she truly proved her mettle. Years of discipline from tennis and swimming meant she was more than ready. Her teammate added that the grueling training soon became a form of therapy for Kate, a chance to rediscover herself after always putting William first. She confessed that while being with him felt perfect, the glare of public life only made things complicated. Alongside early morning training sessions on the Thames, Kate resumed her work at Jigsaw, though her colleagues noticed her secretive phone calls and long hours spent in the parking lot. During a trip to Ibiza with her brother James and friends, among them an old classmate, everyone remarked on her constant phone use. What they didn't know was that Kate had just met William at both Clarence House and a quiet pub in Highgrove, where the prince admitted he wanted to patch things up. Kate, however, made it clear she needed more time to heal from the breakup. By June 2007, a mutual friend invited both Kate and William to a party at a grand 17th-century manor, where an onlooker remarked that the couple spent hours lost in deep conversation. One guest even mused that it was as if fate's arrow had guided them back together, though in truth, they had rebuilt themselves on their own. Soon after, William hosted another party at his Dorset barracks with a freaking naughty theme. Dressed in hot pants and a policeman's helmet, his playful look pushed Kate toward a final decision. That night, amidst a dancing crowd where no one could keep their hands off each other, Kate spent the night at his barracks. Now officially back together, the pair strove to keep their renewed relationship under wraps. In July 2007, Kate lent a hand in helping William fine-tune the running order and last-minute tweaks for a speech at a tribute concert held at Wembley, a tribute to mark the 10-year anniversary of their mother's passing on what would have been her 46th birthday. Seated discreetly in the royal box, the arrangement was clear. While Harry sat alongside his companion, 2 rows behind, Kate was accompanied by her brother James. Weeks later, the couple reunited once more at a private birthday celebration at Highgrove, where Kate had been discreetly sneaked in. With a soft glow of new beginnings, she donned a long cream dress, and as she sipped champagne, William silently mouthed the words of a familiar love song. As media scrutiny intensified, Kate was warned she couldn't demand privacy from the paparazzi while competing in a very public boat race. Following advice from palace advisors, she stepped away from the race even as her teammates rowed across the channel that August. Instead, Kate chose to paddle alongside William in the warm, inviting waters of the Indian Ocean. With so much left unsaid and time to be reclaimed, the couple flew off to the Seychelles. Staying incognito at a quiet island resort under the aliases Martin and Rosemary Middleton, they explored hidden coves by kayak, snorkeled among vibrant coral reefs, and ended their days with intimate, candlelit dinners on the beach. In that secluded paradise, William and Kate reached a heartfelt agreement. For the next few years, they would both focus on their work and personal joy, holding on to the promise that when the moment was right, they would become husband and wife, and perhaps even parents. Later, during an engagement interview in 2010, Catherine reflected on that time apart as a crucial period for her growth. At the time I wasn't very happy about it, but it made me a stronger person, she admitted, acknowledging that the separation allowed her to discover parts of herself she never knew existed. William, too, recognized their on and off journey, confessing in an interview that both of them were very young and simply in the process of finding themselves. And so, beneath the public eye and the relentless flash of cameras, their story unfolded, a testament to love, resilience, and the bittersweet art of growing up together while learning to stand on one's own.